This is EWN on the couch. Welcome to it. We catch up with your favorites both on and off the field. And in the midst of Currie Cup season, we have a player that's made the switch from 7's to 15's, Ruhan Nel.
Ruhan Nel again now. Naked cross for the offload, turns it away. One down.
The powerful centre made a name for himself playing for the Blitzboks on the World 7's circuit for the last 4 years. And now in 2018, Nel has decided to shift focus to 15's, where it all started. We caught up with him on the couch.
Ruhan, thank you so much for joining us on the couch.
No, thank you guys for having me. It's lovely to be
How's
here.
Cape Town been and how's the married life been, man?
It's been good. I've only been married for a bit more than 2 weeks now, so it's been good. Yeah, I'm loving Cape Town now. It's been a joy. So
in the mother city.
Yeah.
So you're permanently with Western Province now. Now, leading up to this decision, I know how tight you guys are, the band of brothers at the 7's. Did you ever discuss it with your teammates? What did Coach Neil Powell say when you decided to make this move?
No, it was a difficult decision for me. I think what made it so difficult for me is the fact that the culture is so good at the 7's. You know, you arrive there each and every morning, all the boys are there, we have breakfast together, you know, lunch together, top-ups together, you train together. So, you know, you really develop a special bond with one another. So for me, you know, leaving that environment is what made it difficult. But in my heart, I knew that I wanted, you know, to go back to 15's. So when it came to that decision, it was, you can't have the best of both worlds, you know, play 15's, but still have that 7's culture around me. And that's what made it difficult for me, you know, to leave the 7's was the culture actually that I'm probably missing the most of all.
And you've been with the 7's for a while. What is the biggest adjustment now going into a 15-man setup?
Well, there's a lot bigger boys that you need to try and tackle.
Come on, you're a big boy as well.
Yeah, but there's much bigger. So, no, I think for me the hardest thing that I you know, I won't say struggle to adjust, but that I find difficult is the time on the ball. You know, people say 7's is so quick and it's fast paced and you know, decisions are split-second decisions, but 15's is exactly the same, if not less time on the ball. You know, at 7's I can get a ball and I can run 8-10 meters before I need to, you know, make a decision or see what a defender is doing, whatever the case might be. In 15's it's not that easy. So you get the ball, those guys are already coming, you know, 2-3 guys already on you. So by the time you get that ball, you really need to know what you know to do with the ball. And for me, that was the thing that I needed, you know, to work on and to get under the belt. It's just that time spending on the ball needs to be much more quick and much more accurate.
Well, I'll show you ace it soon
yeah.
enough. You'll get there, back there. Now, you're speaking of that 7 setup and how tight-knit it is. How has it changed or improved from when you started till now?
Not much has changed, if I put it like that, but yet a lot has changed if I can put it like that as well. The system is based on principles, and those principles were exactly the same principles that were set when I was in the system 2014, and yeah, those principles are still there today. So I don't think much has changed. It's just, I think the boys just, you know, placed more emphasis on it, you know, and just trying to achieve those goals, you know, even more accurately than what we did last year. And I'm sure this year that's coming now, the boys will even try and make a step up on the same principles, you know, that the system is based on, just do that a bit more accurate than what we did this year. So,
and let's hope that World 7 Series comes home once again next year. Well, we'll see what happens. Moving to 15's, where you are at now permanently. Any early memories? What made you want to play a Currie Cup or be part of it or just watch it?
Yeah, I think you know, everybody that plays rugby probably had a love for rugby from a very young age. Yeah, for me, if I think back to the Currie Cup, I think back to the Bulls days. You know, with Fourie Priya was still playing, guys like Mornestein, Brian Abana was still playing for the Bulls, Victor Bakkies, you know, Wynand Olivier.
Legends.
You know, the names speak for themselves, and for me, you know, watching those guys play Currie Cup, you know, it's full stadium. You know, these were the guys that were Springboks that still played Currie Cup, and it was sellout stadiums, and it was actually very good competitive rugby. From my earliest memory of Currie Cup, these were the guys that I look up to, you know, and guys like Pierre Spies had a, you know, massive role in inspiring me also. Yeah, so these were the guys that I look up to playing Currie Cup, and obviously, you know, contributed towards the fact that I really also wanted to become a rugby player one day.
Well, now you're in the midst of it. How cool is that? All right, so looking up to your career till now, if you have to take a step back and look at your career from a third-party perspective, what do you think people would say about your career so far?
I haven't actually thought about that yet. You know, it hasn't always been an easy path, you know, to win a World Series or to play Currie Cup for some, or even just making it to a professional setup. You know, there's been setbacks, there's been injuries, and this even before the professional career started. So for me, if you ask me as Ruhan, I would probably say, you know, it's literally been hard work and a fight, you know, and there's been disappointments, but yeah, so for me, it's on hard work. From the outside, people will probably say, yo, these guys have got it together. They've won the World Series 2 times in a row. He's won a Currie Cup. I mean, just looking at last year alone, I won all the competitions that I played in.
3 trophies, right?
Yeah, 3 trophies. So from the outside, it looks very glamorous, you know, and people say, yo, but Ruhan is so lucky and he's got it so easy. But, you know, knowing what I know, I'm sitting here personally involved in it, it has not been easy, you know, it's a constant fight. And like even today, I've been there doing an extra session because I know that I'm not on par, you know, I'm not actually where I'm supposed to be. So coming from me, it's a real fight, you know, it's been a struggle. And then, yeah, from the outside, people will probably say it's easy, but it's not always that easy.
Okay, so Ruhan, now it's going to be a game we call Thank You for Your Honesty.
Okay.
So we want honest answers.
Yeah.
Yes or no. So no explaining, just yes or no.
Right.
Have you ever cheated on a test at school?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, vrouwens. Do you cry in movies?
No. No. Oh, let me just say yes, because there is probably 1 or 2, so yes.
And so we get the truth. Have you ever played a prank on one of your coaches?
Yes.
Oh, I wonder which one. We'll never know. Can you twerk?
No.
Have you ever said to someone, do you know who I am?
No.
Okay, fine. I believe that one. Ruhan, thank you for your honesty and thank you for being on the couch. You can catch him in action during the Currie Cup, the season's Currie Cup. We're very excited to have him part of the province setup. We'll catch you next time.